And joining me now is Michigan Democratic Congresswoman Debbie Dingell. Congresswoman, thank you for being here. I want to start with the news of this strike within Venezuela. It seems like a lot of members of Congress heard about this on social media. How did you find out, and what was your reaction to this escalation?
Social media, the news, just like everybody else did. And I have to tell you, I agree with the president's chief of staff, and I agree with the general. If we are undertaking an action in the Venezuelan government's land, or in Venezuela, then that I consider that a military act and a potential act of war, and the president needs to be talking to the Congress. I think the timing on this may be very deliberate, that we are on holiday, that members aren't around. It is not clear that the Gang of Eight, as the general referred to them, the Intelligence Committee leads, have been briefed. And I'm just very worried. Congress has a responsibility here.
You do have a responsibility, but just before you left for the holidays, the House rejected your Democratic colleagues' war powers resolution on this exact issue. Do you think there's will to take that up again when you get back? Are Republicans going to feel like their toes are getting stepped on enough here that they're ready to reassert some authority?
You know, I've talked to some people back home who are hearing from their constituents. It is clearly much louder on the Affordable Care Act and the tax credits. But I think people are worried about us not getting entangled in another war. It is Congress's responsibility to vote the War Powers Act, as the general referred to it. It is Congress' responsibility. And I know that this president does not want to deal with the Congress, but at some point, it is, if we get into another war, it is the children of all Americans that are going to be called up to a potential draft. This, I think it's got consequences, and every member of Congress has got a responsibility to pay attention to it.
So what's your sense? I mean, do you expect this to dominate the conversation when Congress comes back in the new year, or what do you see as the most pressing issue that you all need to tackle come January?
I think there are two issues. I think we've certainly seen a holiday season full of much international action, and that obviously concerns us. And I think that there will be a lot of questions about Venezuela. And the last classified, the only briefing Congress had, did not answer a lot of questions. I also think, though, tomorrow is the last day that the Affordable Care tax credits are in place, and millions of Americans across the country are going to greet a new year with not being able to afford insurance, worried about what's going to happen to health insurance, and worried about how they're going to get by next year. So I think that extending the Affordable Care tax credits will be one of the first actions up in the House, and then figuring out with the Senate how we're going to make sure that millions of Americans have access to health care is going to be a #1 priority as well.
I mean, realistically, though, how...
And let's not forget, Gary, January 6th is Tuesday, too. And we will be talking about what happened in this country that day, too.
In a very different environment than in previous conversations prior to President Trump coming back into office. On the healthcare part of this, though, I mean, how do you put the toothpaste back in the tube at this point? The tax credits will expire before Congress comes back. I mean, what do you think you can actually do as a body to help people?
Well, you can't give up. You got to give people hope out there. There are people that are really not buying health insurance for next year. That, I mean, I've heard the stories. I have a family whose child was placed in hospice over the holidays that said, when their child passes, I want you to come back up and meet the other families that don't know if they're going to have any hope either because of what's happening. We're going to have to figure it out. If we pass, which I think we will, the extension 3-year, the tax credits, because there will be enough Republicans that vote for it when we return the first week. Senate is working, Republicans and Democratic senators who we have met with, I've been part of meetings with them, have got to get this figured out so that people then do have the ability to go back to the exchange and purchase health insurance. Our healthcare system is broken, and we've all got a responsibility to be working together in this country, because I do believe that when you're sick in this country, you should be able to go to the doctor, get the health care that you need, and afford your medicine, period. This is America. We spend twice as much on health care as any other industrialized nation in the world and have worse outcomes. We've got to get it fixed.
Well, I don't think anybody disagrees with that, but you're also talking about kind of a triple bank shot here to get this through the House, through the Senate, and then to get a president to sign it who said he wants nothing to do with that as a solution. Can I ask you sort of a political strategy question about all this? You will have potentially the opportunity for another government shutdown in January when the latest funding patch comes up. Does it behoove Democrats to shut the government down over health care again to continue this argument if you're not successful in passing that extension? Or is it better to say, look, we've done what we can, and it is Republicans who are responsible for those price increases, and make this the premier issue of the midterms?
So I'm not looking for another government shutdown. We'll have to see what happens because you can't sell your soul either. But I'm not interested in this as you're talking about. Do you do this for a political win? I know the human stories. I have so many people in my district and people in Michigan and people I've met across this country that are really scared, that are losing their health insurance. They can't afford. They don't know whether they can go to the doctor. And by the way, all Americans are going to pay a price. They're going to go to the emergency room when
I'm not trying to downplay the human impact of it, but what I am suggesting is that you're more likely to be able to solve it in the manner that you think is appropriate if you're in the majority this time next year.
I think we'll try to fix it. When we do get the majority back, we will. But in the meantime, we got to get a fix because people can't live for 11 months waiting to see Democrats back in office. I'm going to get something done now for the people that are scared and worried.
I understand that entirely. So if that's the case, then what do you think needs to be the Democratic message heading into the political part of next year, the midterms late next fall?
Look, people need to know that Democrats are going to deliver for them. The number one issue I hear when I'm home, you've heard it, I don't like the word affordability anymore because I think it's becoming but go to the grocery store with me. I'll invite you to come with me, Garrett, if you come out to Michigan on Sunday mornings at Kroger, where people come up to me with the cost of what their groceries are. No, and they come up to me. They know I'm there and they talk to me. But I think we've got to tell people we understand that they are scared, that they can't afford their groceries, that they're worried about their jobs. They can't afford a house. The rents are out of control. And we have to show them how we are going to deliver for them and then deliver.
One last question before I let you go. Do you think that message, as we're looking forward, do you think your party has done enough to grapple with sort of where you missed on 2024, that kind of messaging will be forward-looking enough to carry you in 2026?
I think that we got to get our acts together. I mean, remember, this is the woman that told you in 2016 that President Trump was going to win. I'm in those union halls. I'm in those union halls, and I'm hearing from people on all sides. I mean, they're sort of mad at all of us. Let's just be honest. They don't think that the president's delivering for them, but they want to know how we are, and they want to know who's going to fight for them. So we got to really stay united. On the health care issue, we stayed united and we broke through. We have to keep that unity as we go into next year and really understand that we got to connect with working men and women across this country, which, quite frankly, we haven't done as good a job as we need to.
All right, Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, we have to leave it there. I'm up for the grocery trip, but just so you know, I go up and down every aisle. Some people think that's weird, so just save some time.
Garrett, you and I can have fun in this Kroger. We will. I do that. I take pictures every week. I know what the price of milk is since I got elected.
I think we just got a segment booked. Congresswoman, thank you for your time. And coming up, pipe bomb suspect in court. A judge is set to decide whether the man accused of planting explosives near the DNC and RNC's headquarters will be released pending trial. Plus, fear, fraud, and the FBI converge in Minneapolis after a conservative YouTuber went viral for alleging that daycare centers run by Somali immigrants are illegally collecting taxpayer money. You're watching Meet the Press Now.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.